78 of SA's top restaurants were recently recognized and celebrated by the 2012 American Express Platinum Fine Dining Program. Tina, a wonderful event and a privilege to be here. Thank you very much. Why did American Express decide to recognize fine dining on a night like this?
For the American Express client, the Platinum client specifically, we wanted to carve out something very niche in the market which is exclusively for them. So what is important to them is to just recognize those unsung heroes and saying, as a client, you go and dine and you fine dine, and as a restaurateur and as a chef, let's applaud you and salute you for the great work that you do behind the kitchen.
Now, I'm an ambitious young man, one day looking forward to having my own Platinum card. So tell me, what are some of the benefits that one can expect from owning one of these cards?
The good news is that American Express gets accepted. It's widely accepted. It's accepted in South Africa, so it's a proudly South African product. Being a part of the team, you get special offers, you get special deals, you get rewards in terms of membership rewards. And the good news is you get to be involved in projects like this, which is the Platinum Fine Dining Program.
Now, it was also said today that fine dining is an indulgence of the senses. What is your ultimate indulgence?
My ultimate indulgence is actually just being a part of this. This is so amazing, to see the best of breed come around into this and just being a part of this experience. And like any good girl, chocolate.
This year's judging panel comprised of well-known restaurant critic Victor Strugo and Cape Town foodie Tamsin Snyman, assisted by an anonymous squad of experienced assessors. Mr. Alexander, tell me about the importance of these awards to both the merchants and the clients alike.
These awards are very important to our merchants and our businesses out there, because it's really a recognition of the fine dining experience and the variety that we offer. We've come a very long way with American Express, and it's really just to invest back into that industry.
The 2012 awards admitted 8 new restaurants making their debut in the program, including Reuben's One and Only, Bistro 1682 and Planet at the Mount Nelson. Let's hear from some of the chefs.
We'll work hard for this kind of thing, and this is what we want to do. And obviously our patrons mean the most to us, and this is what they come here for, is to be a part of this so we can be there for them.
Wel, is baie lekker om my peers te sien vanaand en ander restauranteurs, en ons almal is saam en ons almal eet 'n bord kos saam en ons almal drink 'n glasie wyn saam.
Well, for one, it's an absolute privilege to be here, to come by restaurants of a great caliber. A lot of the guys cooked their hearts out this year, without a doubt, and from a service perspective as well. I was quite intimidated, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting an award, but the fact that we received one is absolutely amazing.
So toekenning spoor net aan om harder te werk vir die volgende jaar, en om in die volgende jaar, dis soos 'n aanwyser om te kyk hoeveel jy gegroei het in die jaar wat voorlê.
3 restaurants have reached the exceptional milestone of 10 consecutive awards. They are 96 Winery Road and Fry Uitzicht 1798 in the Cape Winelands and La Campagnola in Gauteng. Congratulations once more to all. So that was our night at the American Express Platinum Card Fine Dining Awards. And of course, the entertainment for that evening was these 2 fine gentlemen, Simon and Brad. You guys were unbelievable, just to say the least. A surprise that no one expected. Because when you came up there, you essentially said that he was going to go back to France to go to learn how to cook. And he's actually going to marry his fiancée. An amazing act that you guys put together. And I know that it started with you, Simon. Tell us about that story.
Yeah, well, I mean, I trained at drama school in London 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I've done various West End musicals, operas, that kind of thing, and I was looking for something else. I set this up as just as a sideline, to be honest with you. And it's grown into something massive. We've been doing this now for 5 years in Britain and Europe and as far as Dubai and Singapore.
Wow.
And then the beginning of this year, we came out here to South Africa, and we set up offices in Cape Town and in Johannesburg, and we used singers, local singers from Johannesburg, Pretoria, and down here in the Western Cape. And yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that it's kind of got to this, and I love being here, and it's wonderful.
But tell me about that. Why the decision to bring it down to South Africa?
Well, it kind of came out of a decision that we were looking for international officers, so we looked at various countries. But the real reason that we came here was because I'd been on holiday here 3 years ago, and I loved it. I came to a family wedding, and Spent 2 weeks in Johannesburg and 2 weeks down in Cape Town, and I just felt then that I had to come back here regularly, and it was a great excuse to bring my business here, and no regrets whatsoever.
Awesome stuff. Now, Brad, how did you get involved with Simon and the business?
We met while performing at the same function in February this year. I was singing with my jazz band at a function for the Little Pink Book party.
Yeah.
And I was singing away, and I spoke to Simon afterwards because I saw his act, and I was like, I really enjoyed your act. I thought you were great.
Yeah.
And he said, well, we really loved your singing. We'd love for you to come and sing with us sometime. And so we just kept in contact, and he came back to Cape Town. We met up, and now we're singing around together.
Yeah.
The very cool thing about what you guys do is, as I saw it the night at the American Express Award, is that it's very malleable. You can mold it to almost any occasion.
Yeah, completely. And I mean, you know, we started it with that one act. We started it with a French head chef, an Italian maitre d', and then, you know, we have a third guy who's a wine waiter waiting the tables all evening. We've done it at so many different events. We've done it at sort of Royal Ascot, you know, where we've had one of the guys pretending to be a jockey, you know. We've done it with a female, you know. We've done it on rugby pitches, you know, where we pretended to be sort of touch judges and referees.
Are you serious?
Singing before the game. So yeah, like you say, you know, we can, once you've got that sort of structure of how the act works, you can really mold it to sort of any function, you know. It doesn't have to be a sat down dinner, you know. It's anything. It's that surprise entertainment.
True.
It's you know, it's fantastic.
And clearly you guys enjoyed, but I've got to ask, what's the biggest satisfaction you get out of this? Because I mean, there was no stop of entertainment while you guys were performing. The crowd was constantly engaged. You were flirting around with the ladies. I think you even kissed a certain
I may or may not have.
You sat on someone's lap at some point there. What do you guys enjoy most about this?
I think it's the looks on people's faces. For one, they don't expect the chef and the maitre d' to start singing. Then as things go on, you know, the third waiter comes out, and the shock on people's faces, because you've been posing this whole time. You make sure people see you're serving wine, and so people really just think that you're staff.
Yeah.
And so when someone else jumps out, and then the three of you are singing together, just the sort of sheer look of excitement on people's faces, and some people are totally confused. They come to us afterwards and they're like, we didn't even know it was a show. Like at the end, they still didn't know it was a show until we said, we are elegant entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think for us, it's just a lot of the sort of surprise factor, and because of the surprise, people are so sort of upbeat and cheerful that it just gives us a lot of sort of energy to work off, which is always fun as a performer.
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah. As well, it's really emotional. You know, it's really moving. You know, I mean, we do a lot of corporate events, obviously, but we do a lot of privates as well. So kind of birthday parties and weddings. You know, and.
But I'm sure you don't do the whole jumping out of cakes yet. That's still
no, not quite. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. Strip shows.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That is Brad and Simon from Elegant Entertainment. We'll have their information on our website, expressoshow.com. Brilliant. We'll be right back after this break with more surprises.